G'day everybody, how are you all going today? Alright, so this video that I'm doing today about my Christian journey so far this year, I only surrendered my heart in September, so it's only 3 months ago, but this video is about the leading up to that and my experience since then. So as I said, if you remember in my last video that I did a few days back, my 2023 personal review, what my life's been like 2023. I basically touched on my Christianity a bit, and I said that I would do a separate video on that because there's quite a lot to say about it. So that's what it gave me the incentive, and that is what this video is actually about. So I'd actually been considering Christianity for a while, to be fair, because I've been struggling. I've been struggling with depression, financial strife, failed relationships, struggling to, get the woman I actually do truly love, lonely, just not wanting to get up in the morning, it was a hard time, and it's pretty much been like that for the last, couple of years, to be honest. So I thought, you know what, I should really start not trying to deal with my life on my own. And many times I thought about maybe I should just turn to God and see where that's going to go. It's so damn hot again. We'll see where that should go. So anyway, eventually, I'd been doing a few things, but never actually took any action. Then eventually, in September, as I said in my other video, I went to Tent of Promise, with Naomi, which is like a mobile church, and they go to all different areas in Queensland, New South Wales. They get invited down there by the local churches, and they had to do their thing there, they do the whole Christianity thing in these little areas. So I went to one anyway, and then I actually surrendered my heart to God at one of these events. So I thought, it's time to stop trying on my own and trust in God and see if His plan is what I actually need, and start putting faith in that rather than trying to do it all myself. So, and that was in September. So, and it was a bit strange at first, very strange, new territory for me. But I did it, and it felt good. And a few months went by, and I'd have a few little chats with God and prayer, but I wasn't really taking it too seriously. After a couple of months, I'm like, well, things aren't getting easier, and I'm very impatient, as those of you know me will know that anyway. I'm very impatient, and things weren't getting easier. I was emotionally stressed. Still couldn't get the woman I loved. Still struggling financially. I'm like, you know what? What is this faith stuff, Christianity? I thought I started disbelieving. I started doubting it. Let's say, not disbelieving, but I started doubting it. I'm like, when do I feel this presence of God, this presence of Jesus? But anyway, the last couple of weeks, there's been a couple of events recently. I don't really need to go into, but it's made me think a bit harder about the whole journey. And when I thought about it, it's not that I don't believe. It's not at all that I don't believe, because I do. There's definitely something beyond what we think we've got here. It's more that I'm struggling to follow the Christian principles, I guess, is more what it is. So, not that I disbelieve, but struggling with the principles, the rules, as to speak. Struggling with the rules. I mean, anybody that knows the old version of me will know. I can be angry. I don't like being challenged. If somebody annoys me, I'd argue, I'd swear, I'd get into big arguments with them, often end up in a fight with people. Instead of following a Christian way and just forgiving them, stay calm, let it be, move away from it. And then I struggle with that. And then, not so much nowadays, but, it was something, I still find myself driving around and getting angry and swearing at idiots on the road, and then there's the big one that I really struggle with is the whole no sex before marriage thing. And yes, though, again, those of you who know the old me will know that's a big struggle for me, or has been in the past. Fair enough. I can get over the, friends with benefits and the one night stands, sexual, stuff. It's just because that sort of stuff's meaningless. But when you can't even have sex with the woman you love because you're not married, it started. That's hard. That's hard. But then I realised I'm like, this is actually why I'm not feeling God. I'm not feeling the presence of Jesus in me. It's because I'm not letting him in. I mean, you got to open the door and let Jesus in. Open the door and he'll walk into your life. Okay, but to do that, you've got to follow the laws, the Christian way. Now, if you don't follow the Christian way, you're not letting him in, all right? You're not opening the door and letting him in. He's not going to push the door open and run in. You've got to let him in. To let him in, you've got to follow the ways. And I figured that's probably why, I'm thinking that's why I have not felt the presence of Jesus inside me up until now. So, if you wonder why I'm looking down here, I've got my notes down here again, just in case which I probably will struggle to remember everything that I want to say. I'll probably miss things out anyway. So that whole sex before marriage thing, it's I've decided I am going to follow the principles of Christianity. I have become a newborn Christian, and I am going to follow the principles. And the next woman that I have a sexual encounter with, she's going to need to be committed to me. There's no more one night stands. There's no more friends with benefits. I'm done with that. I want commitment now. And if that means never doing it, never having a sexual encounter again because I'm not with somebody, then so be it. But the one night stands, friends with benefits, that life's done. I am going to follow the values and anything like that now. It's there needs to be some sort of commitment there before that happens. So that's why I've not felt his presence. I've not opened the door to let him in until recently, over the last couple of weeks, where I've really sat and spent some time building a relationship with God, spending some time with him every day. I could have just sat back and done what a lot of people do and give up on Christianity and it's all a load of rubbish, don't believe it, things aren't getting better, and blame God for everything that's not happening and going wrong. But no, I'm not. Instead, I've decided to strengthen my relationship and spend time with him every day. Now, how do you spend time with God every day? You're probably wondering. Well, there's different ways. I've started. I'm still learning and educating myself. I'm engaging in prayer now every day with God. I just have normal general conversations while I'm driving to work or whatever. Just like I'm talking to you guys now. I'll just speak to him, asking something, or thank him, or be great, give him some be grateful for something. I will just talk to him. Just talk to him. And then there's music. The only music I've listened to over the last couple of weeks is a worship music playlist that Naomi gave me. I guess that's kind of spending time with God as well, just listening to worship music, Christianity music. I've downloaded an app that I listen to on a night when I'm going to sleep. It's biblical stories, Christian music, prayer, different prayers, nightly prayers that I listen to while I'm going to sleep. Naomi's parents lent me some DVDs with a famous South African Christian guy called Angus Buchan. I've been watching those. They've been really helpful. I've actually subscribed to his YouTube channel now, which is pretty damn awesome. There's hundreds and hundreds of very relatable videos, Christianity videos on there of him preaching. So I've been watching a lot of those as well. So I've pretty much been spending sometime every day with God and opening the door to let Jesus into my life, because that is the way I am going. That is the lifestyle I've now chosen. And as I've said before, anybody that really knows me, I hope you can appreciate that and respect that. I've decided that is the way I am going to live now. I'm going to follow Jesus and live the Christian way. You got to realise, guys, this is just a stepping stone. Where we are now, it's just a stepping stone. We need to when we die, and we leave here, all we've got with us is God. When we go to eternal life, all we have got is God. Everything here stays. It's just you and God. That's it. So you have to build that relationship. Well, you don't have to. It's up to you. But I am building that relationship with God and having Jesus in my life, so that when I go, I have still. It's me and Him. Everything else here stays. It's gone. Okay. It's just you and God when you go to eternal life. So that's pretty much where I'm at with it all now. And yeah, I'm still obviously it's still only 3 months since I became a born again Christian. So I've got a lot to learn. I'm still educating myself, spending time with God every day, reading the Bible, listening to Christian music, my apps, spend time listening to preachers preaching. It's like that's what I'm doing, and I am feeling more at peace. I'm feeling more relaxed with myself. I'm feeling I haven't got to rely on other people for my happiness. I've done that a lot recently. You all know the story of me and Naomi. I love her dearly, I really do, but I kind of like relying on her for my happiness, and I still am very happy when I'm with her. But at the end of the day, yeah, I have to be happy within myself and let Jesus in and yeah, and not rely on somebody else for my happiness, that's something I have learned recently. So that is where I'm at, guys, and that's where I'm going. First, seek God's kingdom and righteousness, and just let God do the rest, and that is what I'm doing. So, and that's what I'm following. Yeah. First, seek God's kingdom and righteousness, and trust God. Let Jesus in and trust God to do the rest. That's where I'm at. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys, because there's not really much more I can tell you at the moment that I can think of hand. And I'm looking at my notes. I've got nothing else in there. Probably something I've missed at some, but it's nearly 12-minute video again, so I think that's enough. But yeah, that's where I'm going. Sorry, this is totally unrehearsed video, so apologies for all the ums and ahs, but I am speaking from the heart. I am speaking from my new beliefs, my new values, and this is where I'm going. I'm seeking God's kingdom, righteousness, and I'm going to trust in God and Jesus to do the rest. Okay, guys? We're almost at Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ himself. I hope you all have an awesome Christmas and wonderful holidays. And if I don't speak to you guys before, then I'm sure there'll be another video coming shortly after Christmas. Have a great time, guys. I'm going to leave you there and speak to you all later. See ya.